Hello everybody. I talked earlier about this Marine Tex epoxy that I use, and here's a small container of it. You can get this stuff on Amazon. This contains about 2 ounces or so, and it consists of uh, the epoxy itself, and then there's a little tube of catalyst here, and you mix this 1 part of this to 5 parts of here. And what I'm going to do today is there's still a few areas underneath my craft that I still need to touch up with some epoxy to make sure the laminar flow goes right over the depth finder properly. So I'll show you how to do that and what this stuff is like. I've already started mixing, and you can see right here that let me get this situated here so I don't have to hold it. And so you can see what I was talking about that this stuff is like putty. It's sticky, and believe me, it'll stick to everything. It works pretty easily. It sets up certainly within about 4 or 5 hours. Overnight is what I usually leave it at. And its pot life is pretty good. And so what you do is you mix it up well with your spatula, 1 part to 5. And then we'll get up under the craft, and I'll show you how you put it on the bottom of the hull. We've already done quite a bit of work underneath because I ran over some pretty big and made some pretty big scratches in it on some of my trips. I hit something, a bulkhead or something like that was submerged on the intercoastal waterway. And you can see here the repairs that I've already done underneath here, and I've gone after it with the orbital sander. I'll be doing some more sanding later, but right here are the little divots where I over sanded, and I need to put the epoxy on it and then sand them smooth, because on the Fish Pro, the depth finder is located right in here, and so you want real good laminar flow on this part here. And go ahead and put it on like that. You don't need much for these little areas, but I just want to make sure that I got them all taken care of. And this will harden up really hard, and then you can sand it, and you sand it smooth. One thing that about taking the gel coat off the bottoms of these things is that the gel coat itself is hard as nails. I had no idea it'd be so hard. It's like sanding some kind of steel or something like that. It's so very hard, and you just have to really hog into it in order to get it off. Off the hull. You can see here is there might still be a little there. Over here is where there's still some, but over here I've got it all off. This is a place that I'm really concerned about. See right up in here, you can see right in here, this is where they applied the gel coat lacquer over the pre-existing gel coat when they did a repair, and you can see there how it'll peel off. And what happens is, as the water comes across there, it starts delaminating that, and that creates turbulence cells flow underneath here, and then that goes back on this side to the depth finder and causes problems with the depth finder. All right, we'll let that set up. And then we'll go ahead and sand it. Good thing about this Marine Tex is it's really tough stuff. And like I said before, I'm not worried about it looking good underneath here. I just need it to be smooth. And that's really nice and smooth. Okay, that's it. GoPro, turn off. GoPro, turn off. GoPro, turn off. GoPro, stop recording.